Most people completely misunderstand what it actually takes to start a company in the Dominican Republic. And that misunderstanding has quietly cost entrepreneurs thousands of dollars, months of wasted time, and opportunities they didn't even realize they were losing. Because here's the truth. Registering an LLC in the Dominican Republic is not just about filling out forms and getting a certificate. It's about understanding a system that looks simple on the surface, but has layers that can either work for you or against you. And if you're planning to do this, there's something extremely important you need to know first. In the Dominican Republic, the difference between success and frustration often comes down to how well you understand the process before you even begin. But here's the good news. Once you understand how everything fits together, the Dominican Republic can be one of the most accessible and strategic places to start a business in the Caribbean. Now, let me tell you a story. Jessica, an entrepreneur from Florida, wanted to start a tourism-related business in the Caribbean. She was drawn to the Dominican Republic. Beautiful beaches, growing tourism industry, strong foreign investment. It seemed like the perfect opportunity. So she searched online for how to register an LLC in Dominican Republic. She found guides that made it sound easy. Register a company. Get your documents. Start operating. Simple. But here's where things get interesting. When Jessica actually began the process, she realized something that changed everything. The steps were clear, but the execution required local understanding. Certain documents had to be prepared in Spanish. Legal procedures had to follow a specific sequence, and small mistakes caused delays. And what happens next is what most people don't expect. Jessica's company registration took longer than planned, not because the system was broken, but because she didn't fully understand how it worked. And this is the reality most people don't see. Because starting a business in a new country is not just about knowing the steps. It's about knowing how those steps are actually applied. But there is a smarter way to handle this. And once you understand it, everything becomes clearer. So let's break this down step by step, the right way. First, you need to understand what an LLC is called in the Dominican Republic. The equivalent structure is known as a Sociedad de Responsabilidad Limitada, or SRLD. And in many ways, it functions similarly to an LLC. It provides limited liability. It separates personal and business assets. And it allows multiple owners. But here's the problem. The legal and administrative process has specific requirements that must be followed carefully. And this is where many people get caught off guard. Let's take Michael as an example. He wanted to start a small real estate investment company in the Dominican Republic. He saw the growth in tourism and property development, and he wanted to be part of it. But he assumed the process would be quick and straightforward. But this is where it gets dangerous. Because while the system is business-friendly, it still requires proper documentation and legal compliance. And if you're not prepared for that, you'll face delays. But here's where things get interesting. Once you understand the flow of the process, it becomes manageable. And this is where your advantage begins. So imagine you're starting from zero. The first step is deciding on your shareholders. An SRL can have multiple partners. And this gives you flexibility. You can start alone or with others. But here's the problem. Many people don't think carefully about this decision. They focus on speed instead of structure. But this is where things can go very wrong. Because ownership affects control, profit distribution, and decision-making. And if it's not clearly defined, it can create conflicts later. David experienced this. He started a company with a partner. Everything was fine at first. But as the business grew, disagreements started. And because their roles were not clearly defined, those disagreements became serious issues. But here's the insight. Clarity at the beginning creates stability later. Now let's move to the next step. Choosing your company name. This seems simple. But there's a hidden detail most people miss. Your name must be unique and registered with the appropriate authority. And many applications get delayed because the name is already taken. Emily made this mistake. She chose a name she loved, but it was already registered. Her process was delayed, and she had to start again. And this is where frustration begins. because small details create big delays. But here's the smarter approach. Always check name availability first. Now, once your name is approved, the next step is preparing your company documents. This includes your articles of incorporation. And this is one of the most important parts of the process, because it defines how your company operates. Ownership, management, decision-making. And this is where things can go very wrong, because many people treat this as a formality. They use generic templates. They don't fully understand what they're signing. But here's the problem. If your documents are unclear, you risk disputes later. Jessica experienced this. She partnered with someone she trusted. But later, disagreements emerged. And because their documents were vague, resolving those disagreements became difficult. But here's the good news. If you take the time to structure your documents properly, you avoid these problems. Now let's move to registration. In the Dominican Republic, this involves registering your company with the Mercantile Registry and obtaining a National Taxpayer Registry number. And here's where things get interesting. This step is structured, but requires attention to detail. Documents must be submitted correctly. Legal requirements must be followed. And this is where many people make mistakes. But here's the insight. If you follow the process carefully, it moves smoothly. Now, let's talk about capital. Because this is another important detail. SRLs require a minimum capital contribution. And while it's not extremely high, it still needs to be properly declared and documented. But here's the problem. Many people don't fully understand how capital works. And this can create confusion during registration. But once you understand it, it becomes straightforward. Now let's talk about banking. Opening a business bank account is essential. But it's not always immediate. Banks require documentation, company papers, identification, and sometimes proof of business activity. And this is where Michael faced another challenge. His company was registered, but opening a bank account took longer than expected. And without a bank account, he couldn't operate effectively. But here's the insight. Preparation makes a huge difference. If your documents are clear and complete, the process becomes smoother. Now let's talk about taxes. Because this is one of the most important aspects of running your business. Companies in the Dominican Republic are subject to corporate tax. And depending on your activities, you may need to register for VAT, known locally as ITBs. But here's where things can go very wrong. If you don't understand your tax obligations early, you risk penalties and financial stress. Daniel experienced this. He started his business successfully, but he didn't fully understand ITBs requirements. And later, he faced complications that could have been avoided. But here's the good news. With proper planning, taxes become manageable. Now let's talk about employees. Because many businesses rely on local talent. The Dominican Republic offers a growing workforce across various sectors. But hiring employees involves responsibilities, contracts, social security contributions, labor laws, and this is where things get interesting. Once you understand the system, managing employees becomes predictable, and your business becomes more stable. Now let's zoom out. Why do entrepreneurs choose the Dominican Republic? The answer is clear. Growing economy, strong tourism sector. Strategic location, business-friendly environment. But here's one detail most people miss. These advantages only work if your business is structured correctly. Otherwise, they don't translate into real success. And this is where your mindset becomes critical. Because starting a business is not just about registering a company. It's about understanding how the system works and using it effectively. Now let's come back to Jessica. After facing initial challenges, she changed her approach. She learned the system, prepared properly, and gradually, her business started to operate smoothly. She built partnerships, managed operations, and began to grow. And this is the turning point. Because once you move from guessing to understanding, everything changes. So now the question becomes, what should you do? If you're considering registering an LLC in the Dominican Republic, focus on preparation. Understand the SRL structure. Plan your steps carefully. Follow the process in the correct order. Because this is what separates successful entrepreneurs from those who struggle. And this is where your identity shifts. You're no longer guessing. You're making informed decisions. Strategic decisions. And that changes everything. Now let's bring everything together. Registering an LLC in the Dominican Republic means forming an SRL. The process involves choosing shareholders, selecting a company name, preparing documents, registering with the Mercantile Registry, obtaining a tax number, opening a bank account, and managing taxes and compliance. Each step matters. Each decision shapes your outcome. But, once you understand the system, it becomes clear. It becomes manageable. And most importantly, it becomes an opportunity. Because the Dominican Republic offers real potential for those who approach it correctly. So take your time. Plan carefully. And don't rush the process. Because doing it right from the beginning saves you from major problems later. And sets you up for long-term success. If you found this guide helpful and want more videos that break down complex global opportunities like this, make sure to subscribe to the channel. Because the more you understand these systems, the more confident and capable you become. And that's what truly makes the difference.